Welcome back to That's the Whiskey, your new or always or old favorite podcast. My name is Jasmine Cruz. I am from Sonoma County, California, and I just have this podcast where I just talk a bunch of shit, and people like to listen. Today we have a really exciting guest. I'm trying to say things other than very special guests because I say that every time. How fucking special it can be. Today we have Miss Gracie Levy.
Hello.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
That you're here.
I know. I'm so glad you asked me to come again. I was waiting for the text.
You're waiting by your phone.
Literally.
Sleeping next to it.
Alerts are on.
I actually saw Gracie's dad recently.
Always. You and my dad are always kicking it. Chill.
I literally, I feel like I see him everywhere.
Yeah.
Randomly.
I think he follows you, if I'm being honest.
Farmers markets. Might work.
Yeah. Anywhere you are, he's there.
What can I say? So it's like being a good barista.
He's a fan. For sure.
I know. Yeah.
So you saw him at the farmer's market? Or?
Well, okay, so I saw him not that long ago. Well, it's not farmer's market season. First of all.
Me and Buka just went to one
first
on Tuesday. So.
Okay, the Tuesday morning one doesn't count.
Yeah, we just go for the chicken sandwich pre-made.
Wait, no, because I want to go to that one so bad, but I always work Tuesday mornings. I'm obsessed with farmer's markets.
Me too.
I love them.
I don't even eat vegetables, but I fuck with them.
Oh. No, literally, I could spend all my money at a farmer's market.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, so I went to one because my boss is in a band, and I, went to see his band play, and, when I was, watching, this, singer guy kept, looking at me, and I was like, who is this dude? He's, acting like he knew me, but they all had, wigs on and stuff, because it was, they're, an 80s cover band.
What's it called?
It's called Choppin' Broccoli.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, my boss is sick. But so then I looked, and the guy kept looking at me, and I was like, who the fuck is this dude singing? And it was your dad.
What the fuck? Was he wearing a wig?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, they called me last minute, so I just came. And I was
oh my God.
I was like, oh.
Last minute, please. You've been practicing for a week. Let's be honest, Buka. Please.
Poor Buka.
What was the wig?
I don't remember. I remember my bosses because I took a bunch of pictures of it. He was wearing tight leather pants. I was like,
enough.
Humbling. Very humbling. Well, when you see your bosses in are you working right now?
I'm a nanny.
Oh yeah. That is so funny to me.
I know. Yeah.
That is just so surprising.
I know. I try not to say it too much. Because I'm
do the people you nanny for follow you on TikTok?
No.
Have they seen your TikToks?
Not that I know of. I know that one of them works for my older sister or works with my older sister. So at their salon, some of them know who I am and have told the girl that I work for. And so she's brought it up to me, but she's never brought up that she's been on it. Thank God. Literally, I think I would be fired.
Well, what did she say?
She just said that they liked me and they what's it called? Said something about me.
Yeah.
I'm really? I have 3 followers.
Weird.
I'm not even on that much.
So when were you on the podcast last? Because you've been, for those who don't know, Gracie's been on one time before.
Yeah. I don't even know, dude. I have no perception of time. It could have been a week ago. It could have been 5. Could have been a month. I think it was more than a month, though, right?
Yeah, I want to say it was before Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
My Christmas tree wasn't up in my house when you came.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So before.
No. Oh, fuck! Wait. I don't know anything. I have the dumbest brain
ever. It was months ago.
It was a long time ago, though. I feel
years.
Literally last year.
Literally centuries.
We know literally. Last year.
Literally. It's 2023.
I hate that joke. I don't know why I made it. I fucking hate it.
People are like, see you next year.
No, my mom did that the night of. I was like, get out of my house.
They wait for you to laugh.
Yeah, I'm like, get one. I hate it.
A customer today at my work said, he came up to me and he said, I like the little, he said, I like the little strands around your face.
Ew, ew. Like, I want to pull him like a horse.
Yeah, I was like,
what?
Well, he didn't say that part, but
he said it without saying it. With
right?
his eyes, for sure.
I don't know if men just like don't like.
They think they're being slick, but we just see right through.
Right? Like I feel like men would be like, walk up to you and be like, "Damn, you got a nice ass," and then they like, but in their head they're like, "Oh, I just told her she's really pretty."
Yeah.
Like, and then when you're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Damn, you're just a bitch, dude."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's my favorite when guys get mad, when you like shut down whatever shit thing they just said.
No, literally.
I'm like, you weren't expecting that? Honestly.
How do men treat you on TikTok?
Oh, dude. The only time I see men in my comments is when they're really mad. Like, really mad. Like, for instance, I just posted this video the other day of me, and I posted it because I was in the video dancing at this bar, and there was these two other guys in the video, and all of us are dancing embarrassing. That's why I posted it. Okay. But everyone in these comments is like, wow, like, you're gonna post this video and make fun of these guys, like, you're low as fuck. I'm like, first of all, no one said anything about them. I'm making fun of myself. Second of all, if you want to be embarrassing, that's on you, Boogie. Like, I can't help you. You know what I mean? Like, but all the guys are like coming in for their bro who they don't know, who's just on the fucking internet. Like, don't make fun of my bro.
I feel like a lot of men just like love to
hate,
talk
on
shit. Women.
Yeah, no, literally.
But on
literally
women.
Insane.
But when it comes to hating on each other, it's very different.
Yeah, for sure. They're bros like, about it.
Well, when on the first video episode that me and my cousin did, she was like talking about how like this guy she calls it like a brat stash, where like it's like the beginnings of a mustache,
and it's like
like when they're like kind of younger. I mean, I guess when you're older. And
okay,
some guy comments on TikTok and was like, making fun of men's bodies, real nice. Or like something like that. And I was like,
wait a minute, let's go back a couple years.
Okay.
Like, no, literally.
Because if it was a woman with a rat stash, I'd make fun of her too. So let's be real here. So I obviously, since we don't know when the last time you were on, we can't really tell like a comparison, but for those who don't know, Gracie is famous.
Yeah, I just be at Bella Hadid's house every motherfucking day.
Gracie is a TikToker.
I'm a TikTok slut.
TikToker. She's a slut too. A TikToker and a slut.
I just love that.
No, you have gained a following.
A little bit.
Do you know how many followers you have right now?
I think it's like almost 85,000 right now.
That's crazy. And you've been deleted a few times too.
Yeah, this is like my 4th account.
Jesus.
And my first account, I got all the way up to 89. So I'm close. And then it got banned. So I'm so close to where I got like the very first time.
Right.
And it actually keep going. So I'm hoping that, you know, it doesn't get banned again. I keep getting videos taken down though. Like, TikTok fucking hates me, dude. So we'll see.
Damn. That was really surprising for the videos you post.
Dude, I could post a video of a kid and they'd be like, no, abuse.
No, like your tank top.
Literally, yeah. Thanks. Shout out Sabrina. Stole it from her. It's from fucking Walmart, dude. Like,
Walmart is everything.
I know. It's freaking nice.
I love Walmart. I'm literally wearing slides from Target because...
Oh, those are Target?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me where I thought those were Yeezys. No, I thought they were Yeezys.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, I meant to say Yeezys, guys. My bad. You know.
Yeezy doop.
Can I tell you that I got a pedicure? Well, I was telling you when we first arrived that I got a pedicure and the lady like fucking ripped my whole toe out. So
they do it so good.
I'm missing a whole toe. No, but
I love it.
I'm like, these girls need it right.
I know.
No.
I need to go to the doctor and get my ingrown toenail figured out.
Oh.
That's me though. Like, it's actually so gross. Anyways, what were we talking about? Sorry. I'll track.
I'm calling the cops. No.
I'm like, do you want to see?
No, they fucking hurt really bad.
I know.
I don't know, but I feel like she hurt me more than she, like, helped me. Like,
yeah, I think
feel
that's,
like she thought that,
that's
like,
probably the goal.
she was doing something. And
for sure.
she injured me. So.
They get in there.
No, literally. But at least it doesn't, like, look bad.
It looks really good. Slay.
Slay. And do you feel like you're gaining a decent following on Instagram too? Does it usually like travel over?
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. Except I don't really post on Instagram. Like, I just hate every picture I take of myself. So it's like, what am I even gonna post? But when I do notice when I do post Instagram posts, I get like a bunch of followers, which is fucking cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, but I'm just too fucking lazy and like.
How many followers do you have on Instagram right now?
I don't know. I think it's almost 9,000. Oh, actually, I think it's almost 10,000 now. I don't know. You have to go check. I'm like, go check. Follow me.
I'm like, And what's your TikTok and Instagram?
Okay, bro. My TikTok is greasy bussy with 3 eyes.
Can you spell that? So GREASY. She's spelling it out for me.
BUSSII. Yeah, and then my Instagram is my Insta is just gracie.levy, LEVY. So hit me up, DM me.
You can stalk my following, or not my follow. Well, I guess you follow me back, but because I follow you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Somebody wanted to find you.
Oh.
Actually, they can find you on from my TikTok following and my. Well, I don't know actually. So, ew. Okay, can we talk about how? Ew, wait. I was like, what? No. What? No. So I have like my personal TikTok, and then I have my That's the Whiskey TikTok.
Okay, I love that.
And my For You pages are so different. Like the one for That's the Whiskey is like all like murders, like people going crazy, like haunting. Like it's like horrible. And then like my personal one's like, LOL, like just farted on my girlfriend, like stuff like that. But I feel like it's so crazy, like how the algorithm works.
I know.
And like, I don't know. Well, because you must be on like a. Because I remember when you showed up on my For You page, that's like my personal Instagram. But I wonder if it has like anything to do with like your area.
It does, because literally it's so embarrassing when I know people and they'll send me it and I'm like, it's like they're in my contacts and I know. Or, you know, when you're scrolling and it says in your contacts, yeah, it's vice versa for them. So they see your videos too and it says in their contacts. No, literally. It makes me want to delete the app. I'm like, I can't.
Well, I just like, because, and we've talked about this like on the last episode, but like the one thing that I can really, that I like, kudos to you, girl. You're just so like honest.
I try.
And you like, I even said like I was like the only people that I really know that are like as like out there or like do that like that I have seen like influencer wise or like Trisha Paytas, Tana Mojo, like.
Wow.
Like, I don't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
No, I mean, it takes balls to be like that honest. Because, like, I mean, I could sit here and talk about like being fucking molested or abused like all day. But, like, to talk about the stuff you talk about, I couldn't. Like, I just couldn't.
Whoa.
I never get over the hand video.
I just posted another one, actually.
Wait, really?
Double time.
I was thinking about it the other night.
It's just like, yeah.
Actually, last night.
You were thinking about my hand smelling like dick last night. Okay.
Relatable.
No, but yeah, you know, you just wake up and take a good sniff. Because, like, who's showering? Who's showering at night? After. Okay, maybe next topic. My bad. Get the cameras. Bye. I honestly forgot what we were talking about.
Me too.
I have the
This is
worst
helpful.
short-term memory loss. Like, actually, I'll be in a conversation, like telling a story, and then I just forget. I'm like, I forgot what story I'm telling about. Sorry. Can't finish it.
Do you want to speak about the hate you received from our last episode?
Oh, my God.
It wasn't really hate. I received a couple DMs, or I think just one from one person. And I hadn't dealt with that yet, so I was like, and same with the TikTok thing. Like, I haven't dealt with like any hate or like pushback. Well, I did actually when all that stuff happened with my family, but like they're fucking losers, so like who cares about them? Who cares about my family? But like from like somebody I don't really know, that was like I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was actually it was interesting because I don't know if it was me being talked about on someone else's podcast and my name was not like said, I'd keep my mouth fucking shut. That wasn't me. You know what I mean?
Right?
So why are you texting me saying like I'm exploiting you when your name was never mentioned?
Right.
Who the fuck knows who I'm talking about? Me. Like, so I don't know. That was like weird, but yeah, a couple people got mad at me for speaking truth. No, but it's funny as fuck because
it was all lies.
Yeah, it was lies, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking liar. I'm apologizing.
Sorry.
No, but it was funny because one person got mad at me and they were like you know, you can't be talking about me and you're online, whatever, yada yada yada. I didn't respond because I'm like, whatever. And then they messaged me again and were like, hey, like, I don't even know. It was so fucking weird. It was like, hey, sorry. I know our last like conversation was super weird, but like, I know you're a nanny, so can you like help me out with like babysitting or whatever? I'm like,
wait, what?
I'm like, wait, so you're the text before is literally bitching me out. Is literally
wait.
like,
Wait, is this the person that I know about?
Yes.
Are you fucking for real?
No, I'm literally not kidding. And so I'm like, wait, do you hate me or are we friends? I'm like, do you want to be my friend or are you mad at me? I'm so confused. I ignored that too.
Wait, what was her? What the fuck?
This is the same girl that showed up to my house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one.
No, that's this one. The other one said one thing and she was out. She dipped. She dipped after saying her anger. Yeah, no, but that one, straight up, I was all, what the fuck? And then they messaged me again, literally again, and said something. I don't even fucking know what it was. It was like just like something super random that you would send to a friend. But I'm just like, I'm literally so lost.
I don't fucking know you.
Yeah, no, I'm literally like, I don't understand what's happening. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like,
disturbed.
No, yeah,
I'm actually like,
I don't know how to react. I don't know if that's weird or if that's like, she's like,
Well, I guess I'm less surprised than like the other person.
Absolutely.
Because the other person, I thought you were talking about them, and I was like, oh. I was like,
yeah, no.
weirdo.
Yeah,
but like that doesn't even seem on brand for them. So I was like,
no, it's so on brand for
they seem like hater for life kind of person, not like switch up. I don't know.
I know.
I don't really know.
Yeah, no one knows.
I don't know. I know nothing. Well, that was like the first time I've ever dealt with it. I never want to hurt people's feelings with the podcast as much as I joke and I, call my family losers and whatnot. That part of my family is a bunch of losers. Yeah. They're like pedophile defenders. So they're not like, it's not like, oh, you're a loser. 'Cause it's like, I feel like that just makes you like a real loser.
Yeah.
But like as much as right. But like as much as I like joke and stuff, like my goal is never to like hurt people or like their feelings. Like I look at this as like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
Like I I've said it like a million times. Like the goal has never been to like get famous. Like, yeah, I like joke with people and I'm like, oh, when I'm rich and famous for my podcast, you know, but like realistically, like this is like a huge, and I'm sure you think the same thing sometimes, like this like industry is like so big. And yeah, we have advantages. Like we're in California. We're not that far from like LA, like that sort of stuff. Like, but like realistically to like do it and make it as like a career is like really hard, and it takes a lot of like work and effort. And like I, for myself, like I don't know if I'm capable of that. And so like for me, it's just kind of like it's like a fun thing to do, I guess. Do I want the podcast to grow? Of course I do. But like at the end of the day, like when I'm coming here, like if I wasn't having fun doing this and if we weren't like crying, laughing before it started, like I wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know? And I think that there's like at least like with that, after those interactions, like I think there's like this like idea that it's like, yeah, we like come on this public platform and like we're here to like blast people, but that's like so not it. Like it's like like that's just like relatable. Like when you deal with fucking psycho friends, like that's relatable because people deal with that. And like I've always I was just talking about this in another episode, but like I always stand by the idea that like if you don't want people to talk about what the fuck you did, don't do bad shit.
Literally.
Because it follows you everywhere. Like,
I know.
Literally. Like, it does. Like, when all that stuff happened with my family, I made a second episode that was private. And it was like a link, like a YouTube link. So you can only watch it if you had the link. And I, like, basically went off on it. I said, like, my apology to, like, you guys, but it was really, like... But like I said, I was like, you know, when you do bad things, especially like to that magnitude, like
literally
I feel like it's like part of your karma almost, like when people talk about it and it continues to be brought up, like you can't it's like it almost reminds me of like, you know, and like people cheat in relationships and they're like, okay, like you forgive me now, but like don't ever talk about it again. Like no, like you made a big ass mistake. Why should we not be able to talk about it?
Yeah. Do some fixing books.
You're not really making sense to me. Sex to me. Oh.
Girl. No, yeah.
Oh. Anywho, do you feel like, I mean, well, yeah, kind of duh. But like, I was going to say, do you feel like you receive like more hate than the average person on TikTok or like the average content creator because your content can be so out there?
Not really. Honestly, I get like a lot of love. Like I have really, really, really cool people that are like watching my videos and stuff. And,
good.
But like, yeah, the only like hate that I'll get on a video is if it's gross, if it's too fucking real, you know, just like nasty.
I like it.
But I don't give a shit. I'm like, okay, cool, you think that's gross, grow the fuck up. Like, you know, everyone does it, everyone has it, whatever it is,
right?
It's like, just fucking grow up. But yeah, that's that, or like, I don't know, just like weird things men think they like have to get defensive on when everyone else is laughing. That's the only like hate that I get,
right?
So no, I think thankfully, hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, definitely a lot of love.
Well, I feel like the more you grow, like the more
hate.
Yeah. I mean, but then at the same time, there's going to be more love too because you're growing even more.
Yeah.
But something that I've always admired about you is that you're so bold, but you're so sweet. Like you always like have had that sort of energy about you. And I feel like people don't get to like see that a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like this persona kind of where it's like you like have to be funny.
I literally was just about to say that. Yeah.
Like, and like not that you've always been funny. Like we've known each other since, I mean, at least since I was like, we were probably like 12 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And yeah, we're on the same cheer team.
Cheer girls for life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what we do.
Our coach was fucking crazy.
Literally.
She would like scream at us and cry.
Yeah, we should do a video on where is she now.
Literally.
It's like prison. Who knows? Shout out you, girl.
Hope you're doing good, girl.
Oh my
But like, you've always been funny, but you've always also been very sweet. Like, never like, because I think that sometimes when you're like a funny person, you're really bold and blunt. It's easy to kind of be a bully.
Yeah.
Like, and I even see that with myself, not minus the funny, but like but
you're funny as fuck, please. But no, I feel that too with being mean, because I feel like a lot of my jokes sometimes are
it's so easy.
Just walking down the street, like right in front of me, like, bro, what are you wearing? You know what I mean? Just like
I know I
easy
literally like
jokes.
fight myself in my brain like 24/7. No, literally yesterday, like you know what it is when I like see like a couple and I'm like, that doesn't make no, and I feel so bad, like, and like literally then I like bully the shit out of myself in my head. I'm like, shut up, you fucking ugly bitch. People probably think that about you.
Talk.
Like, yeah.
I know. Sometimes I'll say stuff and I'm like shouldn't have said that.
Right? No,
it's gonna bite me back.
But like, I feel like when you're like a really bold personality, I feel like I said that really loud.
Bold. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, go on.
I feel like when you're like, when you're bold,
this bitch
like,
needs like
I know, I need to like
a thesaurus. What is it? Synonym book. That's what you need. Thesaurus.
A synonym book.
Bitch.
But and you have like a really strong person.
Loud. She's basically just calling me loud and annoying.
No, I think we're both like that.
Okay.
But I wouldn't consider myself loud.
I'm loud as fuck. Like, this
And
is
I
the
love that about
quietest
you.
I've been in my life.
And I love that about you. Thank you.
Thank you.
But like, it's easy, I think, for people to like submit to us. And I don't want to say that in like an arrogant way, but it's just like where I've like had that my whole life, where we're like, you're really intimidating, you're this and that, and I'm like, but
you're really intimidating because you're cool.
Okay, but
because you own your personality and you own everything you say and you don't apologize.
Like,
yeah, bitch.
Gracie said it, not me, guys.
It's true.
All right, this episode's over. Thank you. The truth
That's all
is
I
spoken.
needed.
We're done.
She needed that. Thank you.
No, but like, I feel like that's something like I run into my whole life. People being like, "Oh, you're really intimidating," this and that. But it's like, and I feel like I have there's been times where I'm like, I can feel myself being like mean girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, you need it. You're done.
Yeah.
And I feel like I turned that into like my therapist in high school that I was telling Phil about. He used to call me like the bully fighter, because like I wasn't mean to kids, but if I saw another kid being rude to another kid, I knew, you know who you are, and I knew that people were like afraid enough to like not act like that. And like there were so many times where I would like be like, oh yeah, you wanna be mean? You wanna be mean? But it's like bitch. It's almost like I have this like excess anger to like release, and so like I try to like release it in a way that's like,
you're just waiting to see a bully.
Not helpful, right? I'm like Dexter. Dexter, but just jazz.
Low key.
But I've always loved that about you. Like, I've never I'm sure we've all had our moments, right? But like, I've never looked at you and been like, mean girl.
Oh, thanks.
Like,
I needed
ever.
that today.
No, like I've never. I just feel like you're so sweet, and I love that about you. So sweet.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't think I don't really get sweet. And not that I'm not sweet. I mean, but like my grandma only calls me sweet. Hey, sweet crazy girl. Like, I'm not.
Wait, my grandma said to me too. Crazy, yeah.
I said Gracie, but that's
I said crazy. My grandma was like, I'm crazy, Jazz. I'm like,
yeah, I get crazy sometimes too.
I'm like, okay,
but
grandma.
Not by my grandma.
You didn't have to just say that part. You could have like.
Let's just say, girl.
Yeah.
Sweet little girl.
My grandma said I need to go to counseling because I asked her to marry me.
Like therapy?
I guess. Yeah.
For
like what, like older people call it?
Yeah, I thought counseling's like for like couples, right? Couple counseling. And couples then therapy is for like, bitch. Are you in therapy?
Yeah. I go to therapy weekly. Every Thursday at 5.
Sabrina goes every Thursday. I need a therapist.
Please find one. You should have mine.
Give me her.
She's so do you have Kaiser?
Give me her now. No, you know
what's wait, so she probably does private practice. She's so funny. She's like so real with me.
I love that.
Like very real.
I need that. I need someone to be blunt.
She'll like straight up laugh in my face. I'm like like that.
You tell her something serious and she's like, yeah, right, bitch.
Literally, no. She'll be like, oh yeah, because you're so important, right? And I'm like, but like it's effective, not in like a belittling way, but it's like
it's like wake up.
She like matches my energy really well.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. Like the other day, I was like, I just really don't want to tell you this because I feel like I did something really crazy. Like I just feel like it was really crazy. And she was like, oh no, girl, don't worry, I've done some crazy shit. And I was like. Okay, see, I needed that.
Yeah, wow.
To like feel comfortable. I don't know.
Before
She's
even
just
telling
really cool.
you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love her.
Yeah, my insurance is like fucking trash right now. So I'm like looking for a therapist, but it's actually really hard. And nobody's taking on new people. Mm-hmm. And if they are, it's a 60-year-old white male. Like, no thank you.
I know.
You know?
I will never have a male therapist.
Sorry, Phil. I'm
sorry,
just
Phil.
like...
Sorry.
I just like want to cry about my like eating disorder, and I don't think you care. He's like, yeah, I know you're right.
He's like, actually, you're right.
Pretty valid.
Good luck.
No, yeah, I did have one therapist that was a guy, but he looked like Zayn Malik or whatever his name was, and I was like,
shut the fuck up.
I can't sit here in front of you and cry. You're just like so hot. I have to go. So yeah, that was my only. You're like, it was Zayn Malik. No, bitch. Look alike.
Wait, that is so funny.
No, literally. I know. I was like, never again.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know if I could have a therapist.
They just don't know, like, even like young internal struggles, you know?
Well, I had this guy therapist from when I was 14 until I was 20, and he was a fucking weirdo. Yeah, he was a straight up weirdo. Like when I wouldn't go to his, like if I would like miss an appointment or something, he would have the office send me notes to my class that were like, I miss you. Please come back. Like, where have you been? No, I fucking swear to God. Yeah.
Jasmine, that's borderline stalker. That is stalker.
Yeah. And then we would like fight. Like like literally like fight. And then the last time we talked, he like said a bunch of crazy shit to me, and then I was like, what the like I literally I think it was like he said, okay, you know what he said,
no, I don't.
You know Christian.
Yes,
you don't have any fucking Christian.
Yeah.
So if you're a returning listener, I've done a few episodes with Christian. I haven't had him on video yet though, which I want to because he's so funny.
Yeah.
He's actually going to Italy soon, which I'm so
shit.
I know. We should just go.
Let's go right now. Phil.
Phil's coming. Girls chat. But basically like there was something, it was during like quarantine. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, like, Christian is just one of those people who like really like we can get really down and deep, like to like the ugly, like
really
to, like the really heavy shit. Yeah,
I haven't seen that side of Christian.
He's so and he can be so like just I don't know. He's like literally one of the most interesting people I've ever met. Like he's so like there's so many different
levels,
but like if I was at home and like I was like really going through it and I like needed somebody to like sit with me through some like dark shit, I would call Christian. Because, like, I mean, other than, like, my boyfriend. But, like...
Yeah. Your boyfriend listening. Like,
my boyfriend's like, okay. No, my therapist listening was like, okay. No, wait. No, and he... So, like, I just, like, said that. I was like, yeah, like, I really... Because he asked me, like, if I have a good support system. And I brought up Christian. And he was like, well, I think that your anxiety is created by this sexual attraction towards Christian's gay, by the way. I forgot to. That's kind of vital. Yeah. It's caused by you being sexually attracted to him, and you have so much built up sexual frustration that you're like anxious now, like in other aspects of your life.
Your therapist.
My therapist said that, and then no,
male therapist.
My male therapist. He then goes on to say that I should tell him what Christian gives me that he apparently can't.
Oh, no. I'm like, is anybody else
No, and
your therapist is in love with you.
And then he says, and like we should probably, because I remember I was like sitting on my bed and I was like, is this motherfucker for real? And I was so mad because, like, I think when I was younger, I would have been more impressionable and like, oh yeah, like, okay, this dude knows that I've been like molested my whole fucking life. Like, he knows these things. And like, I think as a kid, like when I was like first started seeing him when I was 14, I was like, oh, like this guy just like gets me, you know? But then when I got older, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and that's kind of like how a lot of like that is like, you think it's normal. Like, I think there's like a misconception that people think it's like you're like aware and you're like, oh my god, this is horrible, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, it's not like that. Like, you're like most of the time.
Yeah.
But I was like sitting on my bed and I was like so fucking like, I was just irritated at that point. I was like, I wasn't even like, yeah, I was like creeped out, but like I didn't even have time for that because I was so fucking annoyed because I was like I was going through it about something else. I was like having like I have OCD, so before I was like in recovery, I would get stuck on things like germs and stuff, and like I think that week somebody had shared a drink with me and I was like convinced that I like got herpes and like was gonna die. Yeah. Like, and it was like he like was so like he was just like, yeah, like that's just like whatever. Like, he didn't like, he told me he didn't believe in OCD. And that he thought I was just addicted to anxiety. But then he turned into I had anxiety because I wanted to fuck my gay best friend so badly. No, but then after that, anyway, the big boom where I was like, yeah, I'm not seeing this guy anymore was he's like, and speaking of sex, we should talk more about sex and like what you like and like this and that. And I was like,
Jasmine.
Right?
God, you've been through
it. No, but like
you're like, that's fucking
I know.
crazy.
Everybody tries to molest me. I'm like, dude, can I get a fucking break? Like, God.
No, that's
even my therapist.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
Dude.
Sorry, that's not
no, but your therapist is
okay,
so scary.
Right?
That's literally terrifying.
So like my therapist now and every therapist I've had since then has been like, you need to like report him.
Absolutely.
And then like every time I've tried to report him to like the place, it's this like health club here in town.
Petaluma Health Center. That's my insurance, bitch.
No, I can't say that. You have to cut that out, Phil.
Shit.
You have to cut that out because I think they could sue me. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I clapped because it leaves a big spike in the audio file.
Literally. There you go.
Take it out.
Get it out.
Anyway, so yeah.
Let's keep
that
going.
happened to me. No, I talked about this in an episode. I feel like I like am repeating things now because I'm like, fuck all the episodes that like weren't video. Like, I don't know.
I know.
I never thought that I would have that like mentality, but now I'm like,
yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, no, and yeah, basically he was a fucking weirdo, and I stopped seeing him. And then like their office like called me multiple times and we're like, oh my God, I almost said his name. We'll call him Dave.
Oh God, my stalker.
Oh yeah. No, they're like, Dave wants to know if you're gonna come back to therapy, and I'm like, no.
You're like, Jasmine wants to know when Dave's gonna stop being a freak. Like, what the fuck?
Literally, like,
does Dave has it in his pants or is it out? We need to know.
Is Dave gonna be dressed this session?
No, literally.
No, yeah, but he was a fucking not my favorite person.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But you have a good one now.
But yeah, no, my therapist now is great. I will probably never ever have a male therapist ever again because of that. I mean, hopefully I can graduate therapy soon. I feel like I'm almost there, which I never felt like that because I was with him for so long that he like didn't. I can maybe not. I don't know. You're never sure of anything, but like I'm pretty sure he just like never wanted me to leave. And like I feel like he would like play on that, like, and like I don't know.
He was just trying to conversate with you rather than listening to you and
trying to help you. Wasn't like helping me.
Yeah.
He just wanted to know like the drama of like my life and like my family, and then like
dude,
it was basically like a shit talking session.
Yeah,
and, like,
he's like,
but I don't feel like there were ever like I was never like given like tools, like if that makes sense.
Yeah,
or
coping mechanisms, anything.
Yeah, like. And like
your job, like literally do your job. Hello.
Weird.
That's crazy.
Oh, look at you guys are both wearing Converse.
Ugh, I love Converse.
I can't wear them.
I'm a Converse girl right now.
My feet are like too wide.
What, girl? Please, your feet are tiny. My feet are probably as big as Phil's. I'm literally sorry, Phil. No, but seriously, like I have the widest feet known to man. I'm really insecure about it actually. Like I literally cannot wear flip flops. And I can't wear certain like toe out like heels. Or actually, you know what? I'm a size like 8.5 inch shoes, right? But I have to wear size 10. No, I have to wear size 10 open toed shoes because shit is just everywhere. Honest. Anyways.
And that's okay.
Thank you.
And that's okay.
Thank you.
Here on That's the Whiskey, we support everyone and their
wide feet, flat feet. We're here for all of the feet.
I have
dude.
My brother always makes fun of this like person we know's cankles. Like,
bro, I'm like that's a low blow.
Literally.
I'm dead. Dude, cankles was huge back then.
Dude, I don't even like.
No, it was like a thing. Do you not remember that? I think I like that's like engraved in my brain because you couldn't wear certain socks.
Gracie was making fun of everyone for cankles.
It wasn't me. It was the guys in those one socks with the dots on the back. The Under Armour? Was that what it is?
I think it's Adidas. No, maybe it's Under Armour.
I think it was Under Armour, yeah. It was like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Fuck the cankle talk, whatever. Dude. Be honest. Are the bottom of your feet soft? Be really honest right now.
Kind of. I think.
How do you get it?
Because I don't wear fucking Converse.
Yeah, me and Phil are like, I don't know about that.
No,
but for real.
Maybe in some places.
I just like don't know what the feet or like what the foot.
You should make a feet pic thing. I bet you can make money on it.
You know what I just signed up for last night?
What?
What's your price?
What's that?
So guys pay you just to go on dates with them.
Shut the fuck up.
What's your price? Literally. Sign up now. Anyways, so yeah, you literally just go.
My boyfriend watching this, like
oh.
why are you looking a little too? You're looking a little too
You're
contemplative.
Like,
I'm
tell
like,
me more.
I'm like, wait. No, my boyfriend would probably be like, do it.
I was gonna say your boyfriend could follow you, like follow you there and like watch it because literally like it can be up to like $500, even more. I mean, you know, you could scam fucking anything.
Can you take me on one? I'll just like pretend I'm like I know you, but like I'll just pretend.
asked.
I'll pretend I don't know you. Like I'll just like be next to you with like a big mustache and like
I actually need
very obviously like me, but like
I need someone to do that.
I'll totally do it. Oh my god, you know me and Colby will do it.
Because I want to do it so bad. What?
I want
That's
you to
like
do it.
God, men are just so stupid. Like, give me your money.
It's like all your dad's friends. Minus Phil. Poor Phil. God, that'd be so awkward. I'm so glad my dad doesn't have friends and like.
Yeah. I don't even know. I'm like, does my dad? I think my dad has friends, but I've never like met any of them.
My dad literally doesn't have friends. No, I'm dead serious. He like totally is the type of like person who like came to the States and like works and like he's like perfectly content with like his life and his family and working and like just like doesn't. He's like, no, I don't know though too, because our family's so big that like everybody has like a friend.
Yeah.
Like I have a bunch of cousins my age, and I'm like Carolyn, the one I started the podcast with, like she's like my best friend and she's my cousin. And then like if she were to not be there, I have like Elena or like
You're
a lot
so
of other
lucky.
people.
I'm so jealous of people with like a bunch of cousins.
You can be in our family.
Please.
You would fit right in.
I'm the new
Everybody who's like listens to the podcast and knows how crazy my family is, like a little backhanded.
I'd fit right in. Great.
Do you feel like this is gonna sound really generic, but I don't know how else to like put it. Do you feel like you've changed your personality, that like who you are when you're with yourself? Do you feel like it's changed because of like TikTok and stuff, or are there moments where you're like, all right, like chill?
Sometimes I think like I try to be so upbeat and like the funniest I can online, and like I go live a lot, like literally a lot. So like I try to like, be really present and like funny when I'm on live too, but I feel like when I'm literally just like by myself, I don't know. Like I just don't talk. Like I'm depressed as fuck, so but yeah, I don't know. With friends, I feel like I'm literally the same.
Well, I hope you're not talking when you're by yourself.
Yeah, literally no.
I mean, if you want, I don't know. I talk to myself sometimes.
I talk to myself sometimes too.
I like like when I'm like having like fake conversations in my head, I'll like say it out loud. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Like, but
do you?
Wait, is that not normal? No, I have a coworker who talks to himself all the time, and
out loud.
And if he doesn't wear his mask, he'll like forget. If you can see.
Oh, so he's like, like that, like that shit.
Dead ass, and I'm like, oh, are you talking to me?
You're like, I can't hear you. No, that shit's funny, bro. You know when people,
I think
you know when
went
you
to
like
school with him. Actually, I'll ask you after.
Who, your coworker?
Yeah, I think so. I'll ask you afterwards.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, that like when someone's about to say something, and so you're like when you're there saying it,
Yeah.
dude, I love watching people do that. That's so funny. No, but yeah, I talk to myself when I'm like really overwhelmed and I'm about to start crying, and I hate you. I'm gonna do that every time he's out. No, but yeah, I only talk to myself when I'm really overwhelmed and like genuinely on the verge of tears.
Have you ever gone to Twitch?
Yes, all the time.
Okay. Oh.
I'm like me every day. No, yeah, that happens to me all the time.
I had one for like 2 weeks, and I was
2 whole weeks?
scared. Yeah,
like didn't stop. You're just in bed, like
stop sometimes.
bitch.
No, like it was like maybe it was like a week. It was when I first became the manager at my work, and I was so fucking stressed, dude. I can honestly say that like I've never been that stressed out from like work ever in my fucking life. Like I thought I was gonna like die. But
just too much, like so much to do.
Yeah, just like so much to do, so much to keep track of. I didn't have like the coping skills to like get through it.
Yeah, take a moment.
You know, or like I didn't have like a planner. Like the planner I have now is like the best thing that ever fucking happened to me because I can like I have ADD, so like I can't. If I say like, oh, like, okay, I'll remember to do that later, I'm not gonna remember. Like there's no like ifs, ands, or buts. I will not remember until it's too late. Like, you know, and you're like, oh, like I'll just get gas in the morning. No, I can't do that because I literally won't get gas in the morning. Like I won't know.
Yeah.
So I have to like write things down, and like that's something that I didn't know about myself forever. Until I had the shot, but I was so fucking stressed out, and I had a fucking twitch like right here, like in my eye and like my eyebrow, and it'd be like,
yeah, like, it's like your eyebrow.
It'd be like,
it's like this.
My eyebrow was like twerking without like, it's like, I'm like, chill, girls, chill.
Chill, girls.
See, me and my boyfriend still say that.
You love it.
No, or like, okay, so you know your TikTok where you're like walking and there's like. It's like somebody driving or like a motorcycle and you're like, damn, daddy. So like me and my boyfriend will be like at the store driving random shit and he'll just be like, damn, daddy, rev my engine. I'm like at first I was like, what are you doing?
God.
Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, Gracie's video. I'm like,
okay, I need to hang out with you and your boyfriend.
You do, because he's your biggest
literally, from what I'm hearing.
we literally quote you all
funny.
the time. And so does my cousin, Elena.
No, queen.
Elena's going to come on eventually.
Let me make it live so I can tune in. Are you ever going to do a live?
Like a live recording?
Yeah. A little scary.
Maybe. I would have to be really choosy with who I did it with.
Yeah, for sure.
I would be really nervous.
And have a lot of like rules.
Yeah, just, like in my own head. Like I'd be so worried about what I was saying. Because like sometimes I'm just like.
Even saying like the town.
Right.
Like how I just said the town we live in.
Yeah, I mean, well.
I guess that doesn't matter too much.
I've said where I live like multiple times. Sometimes I don't say it though just to like. Like, yeah. You can't never find me. You'll never find me. But like, you go on my Instagram, like all my tag pictures are like Petaluma, California, Petaluma, California.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I just visit there a lot.
My grandma lives there.
I live very far away.
Phil lives here.
Yeah, Phil lives. We come and hang out with Phil, so that's why all my pictures are tagged there because I'm hanging out with Phil. So, duh.
So you tell your boyfriend.
Sorry.
I'm just with Phil.
Sorry, I'm just with Phil right now. That's gonna be my excuse for everything now. I'm gonna be like, sorry, I was with Phil. My boss like, why were you late to work? I was with Phil. Who's Phil? You wouldn't get it.
Phil's like that bird in the Hop movie. Yup.
Wait, what?
you know the movie Hop?
No.
Dude. What?
It's like a toddler movie.
It is.
How would I know that?
And it's so good. It's so good. Anyways, the one of the birds' name is Phil.
Are a nanny.
Yeah, what? Come on.
Cocomelon.
That's just bad for your kids' brains. Do not watch Cocomelon.
Really?
Yeah. Because the screen like moves too fast. So it's like they can't even focus on one like screen at a time. It's like Cocomelon. You know, like you can't like they can't like. Yeah, it's like TikTok. How like the videos are so fast. Now we're all stupid as fuck because we can't focus on a video longer than 3 seconds.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, well,
speak for yourself.
That's me. Like literally, I have issues. I cannot.
I've started doing this thing where if I like am focusing on my phone and I look up too fast, I like can't like. I'm like. I can't. I can't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Sorry about that.
Nobody heard that. Nobody heard it at all. Don't worry. Nobody heard.
I want to go. Like right.
You're like,
oh my god.
I was telling. Who was I telling?
Who were you telling?
maybe one of my coworkers, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have Gracie Levy on my podcast. And they're like, oh, like I've seen her TikToks. Like I think I've heard of her because I've seen her TikToks.
I love when people say that.
Do you ever, okay, wait. This happened to me very recently. Where was I? Oh, I was getting Jamba Juice. I was getting Jamba Juice. And this girl was like, I listened to your podcast. I like it. Like, I'm really excited about the new changes. Like, it's really exciting, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
that's sick as fuck.
But
like
don't
she's ready for the update.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, people say they watch my videos, but they don't say something like
that.
Okay, like that's
that
so
wasn't
cool.
the point.
Okay, sorry.
That's what the point is. Doesn't it make you feel so happy though when people are like, "Oh, I watch your videos"? Like,
yeah,
like,
it's so cool. Especially at the bars too, when we're all drunk as fuck, and she's like, "Let's take a picture." I'm like, "Yes, bitch!" And then I wake up with like 50 pictures of this girl that sent me, and it's like me drunk as fuck with her, and she's like, "Loved meeting you." I'm like, "Oh God."
Okay, but it's still sweet.
It's so cute, but I'm like, what did I say? I'm so embarrassed.
What did I do?
No, but yeah, literally, I like. Obviously, I love that shit.
It's so like.
It's so nice. Makes you feel
it's
good.
like rewarding because it's like you're. I've said this a few times before, but like the idea that like. Right now we're talking, right? Nobody's fucking here except Phil. Phil's the only one laughing that thinks we're funny.
No, literally.
He's like, you bitches ain't funny.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, be for real, you bitches
Too
ain't
high.
funny.
Humble yourself.
He just did that.
So cool.
But like, you make a TikTok and you post it and you just like go about your day. And like, I fucking like. This is going to air on Sunday. It airs on Sunday, and I just go about my day. And, like, yeah, I don't, like, I see, like, numbers and stuff. Not so much anymore, actually, which I should probably figure out. But, like, you just see a number. Like, you don't see the people. And so it's so different when people are like, oh, yeah, like, I listen to your podcast. Like, I loved your podcast. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Like, thanks. Like, it like puts it into perspective.
Yeah, definitely. And you kind of think like it's so easy just to comment on someone's video and be like, oh, that's so cool, like whatever this. But for someone to actually like see you and like have the urge to walk up to you and say something to you and compliment you on like what like videos that you put, that's just like, it feels really good and it's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel really grateful for like the people that have listened. I'm like, well, because for me, I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I'm literally just like enjoying myself. So I'm like, I can understand people like being happy that somebody's enjoying themselves, but like the people who are like watch it for their entertainment, I'm like,
oh, same. I know.
I don't know though, because sometimes I watch.
Not your podcast. Sorry, that's not what I meant. For myself.
No, that's.
I was like, same. I'm like, what?
Same. I don't know why anybody would fucking watch your shit.
No. But yeah. I feel the same.
Well, can you tell me, this is something that I didn't ask you in the last one. Well, actually, maybe I did, and I forgot the answer. Has TikTok affected your dating life?
I don't have a dating life, and I've never had a dating life. Really?
Because that video of you sniffing your hand makes a fucking nipper.
Okay. No. Okay. I wouldn't call it a dating life because I've never had a boyfriend and I've been on one date and he ghosted me. I still have his pocket knife. I miss you, Sam. But no, I'm just kidding. He was cool. No, but yeah, I've literally only been on one date my whole life. So I really only just sit in a car and smoke with a guy for like an hour, and that's pretty much it. If you want to call that a date, my dating life's kind of cool. It's fun. No, I don't. I mean, recently I'm like, I don't know. You know what I think is really fun? I think it's really fun to talk to people all the way across the world, even though you're never gonna see them or meet them or ever talk to them in person. But it's giving
commitment-phobe.
No, I know. I hate it, and I don't want to do it ever.
I used to be a commitment-phobe.
I'm like, I'm good. But I am, like, I think I'm good by myself right now. And like I don't like honestly not okay mentally, like at all. So like I cannot take on anybody else's, like I can't focus on anybody else's like feelings but my own.
Right.
So
that's fair.
But you know, I'll wake up with a stinky hand one day or another, and that's good for me.
You gotta get it. I mean, we don't have to.
But yeah.
You want to be a nun? Be a nun. Do you think? My grandma literally tried to convince me to be a nun like my whole life.
Oh.
I was like, no. I was like, girl.
Not today.
Girl,
maybe
lost my
for
virginity
Halloween.
when I was 15, girl.
Oh.
It's over.
Should we get into that?
Virginity? I love virginity. I lost my virginity on...
I'm scared.
Okay, do you want to know something? So, I lost my virginity on October 14th, 2015 at 3 p.m.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And Colby, every year, Colby, our friend, texts me, happy sex anniversary. I wasn't him. I didn't lose my virginity. Colby's gay. But, like... I'll forget and I remember because he texts me.
What a day.
What a day right after school. It was a Friday.
Yeah,
right before the football game.
Wait, we got out at 3. How did you manage that?
3:30.
Oh, it was at 3:30.
He lived real close.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Okay,
Wow.
sorry, I'm like laughing so hard.
But was it good or was it just, you know, a first time on
It was scary. I was scared.
Like literally?
No, I
Okay.
I don't know. I was just scared that it was gonna hurt really bad. And it kind of did. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it definitely wasn't I wasn't enjoying it because it hurt.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was really nice. Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't. I was surprised with myself. I think I randomly because I wasn't planning on it, and then in the moment I was like, I'm ready to be a woman.
An unplanned.
Open the gates.
Wow. What a moment.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
His parents weren't home for 5 seconds.
He's like, hurry, they're coming back. That's bad.
Oh my God, you know him.
I need to know what we're video.
What?
I said I need to know what we're videoing.
You know him very well.
Wait. No.
Yeah. Somebody that's very close to somebody you're very close to.
Okay, maybe.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe let's talk about this after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
'Cause I need to know.
Anyway.
I just blacked the screen out for a second.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Very spooky. What about you? What was your first time like?
Oh God. Honestly, I have 2. because
Wait.
Because the first one, I just wouldn't count it as anything, but it technically was my first ever anything experience. I was like super I don't even know. I probably kissed a couple people, but nothing else.
I didn't do anything before that.
Yeah, so fresh.
That was my before I'd kiss people
Yeah.
and whatnot, but I never did anything else.
Yeah, I was way too scared. That's big deal.
Right.
Well, anyways, Tova took me to this guy's house in fucking Napa. What the hell? I don't even know how we got there, bro. So random. And he had he lived on a fucking farm, straight up. And we went into his...
Probably one of my family members.
No, wait, no.
You're done. Wait a minute.
I think you might know him, though. Because,
Ew, I'm excited.
he's just super random, but, I feel I don't know, whatever. Anyways, Tova, that's also the first night. That's crazy. This is the first night I drank, too. So I was really getting it all in. I was like, give me the Molly, give me, you know what I mean? I wanted it all.
Damn, daddy.
And I didn't,
You're
and I didn't know how much to drink. So I drank an entire, glass, a full glass of vodka. And I like I got way too fucked. There's pictures of me like literally laying on the floor from that day. It's so funny actually. But yeah, he took me out to his barn. We were chilling with the cows and shit, you know, tried to do something. But then I literally was like, no, like, you know, it was like for like a moment. But then I was like, no. So like, I wouldn't really count that as like anything because it was literally 5 seconds, you know,
Right.
and it was like, I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
But yeah, super fucking weird. The other first time, I actually like to count it as the first time because I think it's so funny and it's so like funny first time. I wore a see-through pink Forever 21 visor the entire time. On top with the visor on.
On top for your first time?
Yeah.
Impressive.
It wasn't though because he literally was like, do you know what you're doing? And I was like, duh.
You're
the
an
fuck? Are you stupid? I'm out here. Like, no.
Do you know what you're doing?
Like with a pink visor on, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Like, no, you don't.
You're like not moving.
Like,
You're just doing just like stationary, but like
I know what I'm doing. No, yeah. I burned that visor after that day. It's never again. No, but yeah, that's that.
After my first boyfriend, I was like, I don't think I like young guys. Like I was like, I think I like older men. And I was like, weird. And then, but I was like, you know what? I'm not 18 yet, so I need to like wait it out. But I'll try dating one more younger guy, one more person my age. And then I did. And then every time we would have sex, his mom would walk in, like and I swear she knew what was going on too, which is like even weirder to me.
That's super weird.
And then one time I got my period and I bled like literally all over his sheets.
Oh my God.
And so he like put his sheets in the washer. He was like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." And his mom came and was like, "Why are you washing laundry right now?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" And I had to tell her,
like, you can't ever wash laundry. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude. I was like,
my shit's dirty, bro.
Sorry, like, oh, it was so fucking awkward.
That's hilarious.
But I don't think I ever enjoyed sex until I had sex with older men.
Yeah, well, duh, because like
I have to say to all my single ladies out there, please,
single 18-year-old ladies.
yeah, above age, God.
Yeah, above 18, not just 18. Okay.
Yeah, above. Try sleeping with an older man just once, if you can, just once.
Yeah.
Because then I think it gives you a good gauge of like, oh, this is how sex should be. Mm-hmm. And then when you go back to the younger cats, you're like,
the younger cats.
You're like,
you can also like get experience for yourself too, and kind of be like, this is what I like, and then you can go tell the younger guy if you're more into the younger guy.
Communication is key. Because if you're not like I'll be straight up like, move your hand that way.
I can't.
That ain't it.
I won't.
Like, you won't?
I won't. I am like big dog in like online, I feel like, but literally in person, I'm like, no, it's okay. That is my thigh, but it's fine. Keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I don't know what the fuck's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It is scary when you're in the moment.
And I'm
scary.
so like, yeah, and I'm so uncomfortable too because they think they're like bad as fuck right now. They're like you know what I mean?
DJ.
And I'm just like yeah, I'm like, dude, like, I don't know, man. So yeah, I think I think hopefully soon I will grow up and be a fucking grown woman and speak my fucking truth.
You know what? I think it's because I'm more afraid of not enjoying it than I am afraid of like well, because I don't know. I'm also in a relationship though.
Yeah.
But I was like that before.
I'm like, what's that like?
I'm like,
you know what I was gonna? I have one question for you. When I was thinking in my room, what is like the beginning? Like, how do you get in a relationship? Like, what? What?
Well, I feel like like never like truly been single like since I
Yeah.
was like probably since that day I lost my virginity until now.
Okay.
I always was like kind of a dirtbag, like you know, like the stereotypical like how men treat women, like they like kind of like dog walk them and they're like oh like I'm just not ready for a relationship, like that was me but to men. And but I think that all stemmed from like I've always said like everybody has that one person who like rips their fucking heart out of their chest and like stomps on it and like fucking like bulldozes it and like chops it into little pieces and then
eats it up, shits it
literally
out.
like and it is so like I had that person when I was like 17 until I was like 20. And I dated other people like around them, and he was an older cat, and like an older cat.
I love the cat.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I have the vocabulary of an old white man. But like sorry, Phil.
He's laughing. He loves
Phil's like, it makes sense to me. You're making sense. But like that was so like soul crushing and like ego shattering because it's like, girl, like it's one thing to get your heart broken by like a guy, but like to get your heart broken by like an older dude, like it's embarrassing. Like no, it's embarrassing and it fucking hurts. But like I think that made me like, I feel like he almost like turned me into him, where like I was like he was so like distant and like on and off and hot and cold and like around for like a month and then like disappear for a few weeks and come back and whatnot, like
lame. And
I think that like I don't know, I was so attracted to that for some reason.
What?
And like I don't fucking you're telling me. I was at the time. Now it grosses me out and I don't know what changed. I don't know if it's just like age or what, but like, or I don't know though, because like my relationship right now is so healthy that like although I would consider that guy to be like the biggest like heartache of my life, like I've said like I'll never love anybody like that again, but it's not that like I won't fall in love that deeply. Like I love my boyfriend far more than I could have ever loved him, but like that was more like
just young
exciting love. But like healthy love is way more rewarding. Like the like toxic relationships, it's like that short term like what they like dopamine, like when you like reward, you know, and it like rewards you and your brain's like, ooh, happy chemicals, but then like it goes downhill right again, and that's why you like it so much, because it's like so used to feeling like shit that it's like you know. And then, but like when you're in a healthy relationship, that like I feel like that positive feeling builds over time, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and you can rely on it and like not feel like it's gonna leave. But I don't know, like anyway, back to your question. I feel like, I mean, it's easy to get into a relationship, but to like get into a healthy relationship, you have to like push all that other shit. Like I haven't been in like a serious committed relationship in a while, and I feel like I was like getting to a point where I was like, okay, like I actually no, I had like just got my heart broken right before I met my boyfriend, and my friend posted him on his story, and I was like, I like responded, and he like looked really familiar to me for some reason. Nobody heard.
My bad, sorry.
And I was like, I just responded and I was like, who is that? That looks like my next boyfriend or my future boyfriend or something like that, like as a joke. And then I followed him on Instagram and liked a couple of his pictures, like out of like late night horniness. And I like, but I wasn't thinking anything of it, and like I've just gotten fucking my heart broken, so I was like, I don't want to deal with men right now. Like I was like, and I had tried to hook up with somebody else too. And then like it was like it just like went bad. The guy there wasn't really anything wrong with the guy, but like I was just like, I'm not ready for this. And so I was just like, I knew I shouldn't be like dating anybody or like trying to. And then he slid in my DMs, and he was like, he slid in my DMs, and he was like, "How's your summer going?"
Oh.
And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, what? Yeah, I know, Phil. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, like, all right.
How's your
And then I
summer?
was like, dude, I can't. Like, this is so not my speed. And
Your style.
but then I just kind of messaged him back just to kind of like chat, whatever. I was bored.
Oh, fun.
And he's like, "You want to meet for coffee tomorrow?" And I was like, "Wait a damn minute."
Whoa, coffee.
And then I was like, "Fucking, what do I have to lose? I'm off. Like, whatever." And then I wasn't gonna go. It was like the day of, and I was like, "All right, I need to like." I woke up going like, "Okay, I'm gonna cancel on him." And then I like went throughout the whole day. We're supposed to be like 2 or something. And then I went to my parents' house, and like me and my mom have a really interesting relationship. We talk to each other like friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to go on a date later, but like I don't think I'm gonna go." Like, cause like she knew like everything that had just happened with the other guy.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Just go. Like, don't be a fucking pussy. Like, go." And I was like,
You're right.
okay. And but I was like, I don't want to, like, I just like a lot of energy, like,
Yeah.
to drive up to like 30 minutes away to
Yeah,
like meet at a
literally.
coffee shop. And she was like, "Just go." Like, she was like, "What if he's the love of your life? And what, you're just gonna like not go?" And I was like, "Well, you can't like miss like opportunities with the love of your life." And she was like, "Okay, but go." And then I went, and I literally like my cheeks hurt so bad from like smiling so much and like
oh my God.
laughing so much, and like
Okay.
you're done.
I'm so done.
No, and yeah. So that's how that happened. And then we talked for a while, and then we had a little bit of a miscommunication at one point, and I tried to stop talking to him, and he was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my
Cuz like
God.
I was like a serial runner. I still am. Like when things get difficult, I'm like, it's going to be a no for me. My job gets hard, I'm like literally looking for new jobs. Like
Yeah,
I'm
same.
like, "No, I want to quit now." Like a friend and I get in a fight, all right, I'll never talk to you again for the rest of my life. Like I would rather do that than try to like deal with it.
Yeah.
But he's been like really patient. I don't know. I think it's just a lot about like communication is everything. And like there being that connection,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Like I feel like it took me a long time to learn that like just because somebody's hot doesn't mean that like you're gonna like them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I thought that for like a good part of my life.
Yeah.
And then like when I tried to hook up with
Literally.
somebody who was super good looking, but like, well, actually, I've never seen a man other than my boyfriend, but like, I haven't, so I don't know why I said that. But I like after that like failed attempt at like getting over the other ex, I was like, that doesn't work that way. I was like, you're not that cool.
Yeah. So
But-
go on the coffee date. Stop dating hot guys.
Okay, no, my boyfriend's hot, so no. But like,
Okay. That's what
No.
I meant.
just you know what? Ditch
Just
the dating
only
apps.
off of their looks.
Ditch dating apps.
Yeah.
Ditch dating apps. And just like be bold. Ask for what you want. I think that like, I don't know. I'm not like. There's one thing I'm not. It's gonna be played. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess you just have to like get to a point where you're so afraid of like getting fucked over, like that first initial heartbreak, that you fear that more than you fear like the embarrassment of being like, okay, like what are we? Or like, okay, like what do you want? I always ask people too, like I'm not like I could there are some times where like I'm sure there's some men out there who like thought I was their girlfriend or like thought I was like loyal to them,
Mm-hmm.
but like I wasn't. But then at the same time, like being on the other side of that, like it's just so hurtful that like I just wouldn't want to experience that again. So I would rather just like I always ask people like, are you looking for a relationship? Or are you just looking for somebody to sleep with? Like if I was looking for somebody to just sleep with, like I would go sleep with one of my exes, like somebody who knows me, not like some random fucking dude. Like that's like the one thing I feel like. And friends with benefits never works. Somebody
Never.
always gets their feelings hurt in the end, and it's usually not me. So I'm just being honest. Like
it's always me. It's always fucking me.
Well, like I just like I don't know. I if there's one thing that I can say is like I feel like went through my dating history, I feel like I was really good at knowing like, oh, I'm starting to really like you, and then like cutting it off right away and be like, peace out, sorry, you know. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just like about communication and like I don't know. There's like this like thing with like being like the chill girlfriend or like being like the chill girl. Like, oh yeah, like you can fuck me and like somebody else like in the same night. Like no worries. Like you know, like and like I just like can't tolerate that. And like yeah, like it'll make things less like it does cut out options. I feel like. But like, do you really want those options?
Yeah.
You know, because then you're closer to like the man or woman you want.
I don't
know that. I also don't feel like anybody should take dating advice from me because my like dating history is a shit
me
show.
either. Look at me.
Like literally.
I'm just listening. I'm like I have no input on this. Like I don't. What's the input? But yeah, I'm loving what I'm hearing. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give it to me.
I need all I can get. Apparently.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's my advice. Well, no. My biggest advice. I tell all my coworkers this all the time. But like it's from like this poem I started something, but the love of your life will rise to the occasion. Always rises to the occasion. And I never like understood what that meant. But then like dating like the last guy I like dated, he was such like a like he was definitely somebody who was like so damaged from like a past relationship that like he like loved really lazily. Like he wasn't like the type to like go the extra mile. Like my boyfriend now like buys me flowers for no reason. You know, like he calls me to wake me up if I haven't woken up past 8:30 because he knows if I stay asleep for more than that I'll wake up I'll have a migraine for the rest of the day. And if I sleep through my alarm, so like literally like go to the bathroom while he's at work and call me repeatedly until I wake up. Like
that's so cute.
But like that other guy like wasn't like that. Like he wasn't like I got pregnant accidentally after we broke up, and like even then he wasn't like he didn't like ask how I was doing or like anything. Like he was straight up like, I'm concerned about me and my baby. Like and like he never rose to the occasion of like, this is your fucking time to like step up and like be like, okay, like what can we do about this, or like are you okay? You know, like
first of all, are you okay?
Like are you okay? And like that told me instantly like you're not the person for me. And like of course like I'm not like expecting to marry every person I dated, but like at a certain point like we're adults and like we are when you look at like even like the I'm gonna sound stupid, but like the psychosocial developmental phases, like we're in the phase right now where we're trial and erroring like for like our husbands. And like I'm not fucking dating people just to date. Like if I was dating my boyfriend just because like I wanted to pass time, like I wouldn't be with him. Like I want to fucking get married and I want to have like a life and like have somebody that I can count on. But like I don't know, like, and so that's just like I think that's like overall if I could like go back in time into like little Jasmine, like in dating, I'd be like the love of your life rises to the occasion, because I feel like that was like a big lesson for me and like in this lifetime of like dealing with men who like I knew that they really loved and cared about me, but they were so afraid of like me rejecting them that they couldn't like for the life of them like go out on a limb, you know, or like rise to the occasion. When like I know my boyfriend right now, he would like rise to the occasion anytime.
You do anything.
I'm like, step up, and he's like, you know,
stand up.
Have you seen that video of that lady? It's like a TikTok, I think. Oh my god, my ass.
I'm sweating.
My ass is sore. But from sitting.
Oh, sure.
No, it's a TikTok and the lady's like, her husband's like fighting with some guy at a gas station. She's like, get in the car now. Have you ever seen-
The wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me as wife.
No, literally. I'd be so embarrassed if my husband was like that.
Yeah. If there's one thing I won't do, it's date an obnoxious man.
Yeah.
Like the life of the party now. I want the weird one that like doesn't talk.
Yeah, because I think I feel like opposites do attract kind of a little bit.
Right.
And I feel like I need someone a little more mellow, but not too mellow.
Right.
Because, like, I feel like I'm a lot, and if, like, you can't, I don't know. If you want to just be, like, mellow all the time, you're not going to get that from me. I feel like I'm, like, I don't know, just a lot sometimes, you know? Loud as fuck.
In a good way.
Yeah.
I forgot to, usually people ask what my guess zodiac signs are. You're a Virgo, right?
Yes, ma'am.
God, my boyfriend's a Virgo. So is Christian.
Virgo.
You're a Virgo too? I love Virgos.
Me and you, Phil.
Virgos are literally like my faves. I don't know why. I always get along with them so well.
I love Virgos
Hannah, one of my best friends for like life, she's a Virgo too.
Dude.
I love Virgos. I don't know what it is. Well, I think we're supposed to be like soulmates, Virgos and Scorpios.
Wait, what's Scorpio? When's your birthday?
October 30th. It's October 23rd to November 21st.
Yeah, I know a lot of girl Virgos, and I love all of them.
I know a lot of male Virgos, and I like all of them. One of my favorite uncles is Virgo. He's like one of the only uncles who never tried to molest me, so we're like he's definitely
so Virgos.
Yeah. The other one's Sagittarius.
There it is.
Gotta say.
Just the statistics.
Just kidding. But well, I guess we should wrap it up.
Oh shit.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I feel like we covered a lot here. Sex, therapists,
what?
cankles,
Phil,
more Phil, and Phil.
Literally.
My podcast is, I'm gonna change the name to That's the Phil. Phil's whiskey.
Phil and Jazz.
It's gonna be all Phil and Jazz. Phil's never in it,
It's
but
just Phil
like,
and Jazz.
but we're just like talking about Phil the whole time.
That's good. I'd watch it.
Me too. I'm living it.
I would literally come on this podcast every day if I could. You inspire me to make one.
Can you please?
I'm like, you wouldn't be mad at me?
I wouldn't be mad at you.
I don't know, because I'm like
I want
copying you.
to. No, you're not.
I know, I don't know.
Bitch, do you think I'm the first person in the world to create a podcast?
Yes.
No, you're not.
No,
And
you're just like our town's podcast, like,
okay, but that
bitch.
doesn't.
Like, you
that-
started this shit.
Okay, but
you
that
know?
doesn't mean anything. There's other that means nothing.
Okay, thanks. I needed that.
I think you need to do it, and I support it. Do it as long as you tag me in every video. Just
Of course. I'm like,
make
also
sure
just follow Jasmine.
Just I know that has nothing to do with Jasmine, but just make sure you follow her.
No, if I do, I'll tag your podcast.
No, you could even get connected with the people here.
I know.
You should.
Fair. Who knows? Boogly boogly.
Who knows?
Coming
All right.
soon.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. You know, I love and adore you.
Love you more.
No.
Yeah.
No, but thank you. She just. Did you guys see? I'm so scared right now. Well,
We'll see you guys
thank
on
you.
the next one.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Grace is actually just gonna be a permanent guest.
yeah. I'll
Even
see
if-
you guys on the next one.
If somebody else even comes on, you'll just be sitting next to me over here, like,
Literally in the back.
yeah, bitch. There's the door, bitch.
Get his ass. You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that one?
That's the whole thing.
Like,
You know
dying
that
out of
TikTok?
like, you know that one?
Literally.
All this whole episode was just like
Dude.
different TikTok references.
I know, you need to throw in the clips.
References.
Referee. Okay.
All right. Well,
Love
as
y'all.
always, you heard it here first. That's the fucking whiskey. Yeah.